Oh, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another episode of Let's Jibber Jabber. My name is Ben, and sometimes Dagon, and today I'll be addressing the question, what is swatting? But I'll also share some contingency plans I've come up with in case you were unfortunate enough to get swatted. Well, let's get this show on a roll right here. What is swatting? Swatting is a cybercrime whereby the perpetrator calls 911 and tricks them into deploying a SWAT team to an unsuspecting victim's home under false pretenses. How is it done? I'm glad you asked. It is done by first obtaining the victim's personal information from any number of sources and then calling the police with a false claim that civilian lives will be in danger. Here's a sample to give you an idea of what these calls are like.
I want $30,000 and a helicopter ride to Mexico. I've killed before. I'm not afraid to do it again. I will shoot to kill police officers on sight.
So you see, the SWAT team you may be encountering if you were to get swatted would be on high alert. They'd be expecting a madman or a cop killer at best. And not to bash anyone in law enforcement, but if you throw in a hostile background and some adrenaline, or any subconscious prejudice someone might have, the situation can escalate from bad to worse in no time. I'd imagine their deductive skills would be at a minimum, and any sudden movement, even with a controller in hand, could end with you dead. I say this because I have a friend in law enforcement that describes some of the videos they're shown during training. They're given examples of what carelessness or letting your guard down for even a second can do. In fact, it can get them killed. So what can you do if you are ever the swattee? Well, I've come up with a few contingency plans after watching someone get swatted while playing Counter-Strike, I think it was. Here's a link if you haven't seen it. It is unsettling to say the least. So here's my plan if I was ever to get swatted. First thing I'd want to do is make myself seem as non-threatening as possible. Start stuttering, maybe even use a crutch. If you're well endowed in the pigment department, I would suggest buying 2 crutches. If this fails to calm the adrenaline high SWAT team, and this may sound a little insensitive, but if I was to get swatted, I may pull a simple Jack impression to make myself seem non-threatening.
You make me happy.
Freeze! Put your damn hands up!
Okay, you monkey.
Haven't decided yet. Wait, what would you guys do if you were ever to get swatted? Now let's talk about some preventative measures one can take to avoid being the victim of swatting in the first place. First thing you want to do is avoid using your primary email for console or PC gaming, because it turns out that is the easiest way for them to gain access to your personal information like your home address or phone number. Secondly, pick a passphrase and not a password. Pick something that is made up of 3 or 4 facts, or a memory. For example, create one that includes a specific time, place, and person. Compose your sentence, like so. On June 19th, I went scuba diving with Dad! Exclamation point. And then reduce your password to the first letter of each word. OJ19, IWSDWD! Exclamation point. If you decide to do this, you can actually use the same password on multiple sites. All you have to do is add a word or phrase in the beginning or end of it. Thirdly, guard your security questions, man! If you're in a lobby and people are talking about their dogs, you'll probably feel the urge to do the same, and you'll blurt out your dog's name. My puppy's name is Pinta Baba Fumay! Or if you jump into a convo about BFFs, I can't believe I just said BFF. With this information, the hacker now only needs your email address, and you, my friend, are good and hacked. I've actually just learned about swatting recently, although it's been going on for years now, and it's really sad that a lot of children have nothing better to do. In other news, just a reminder actually, if you guys ever want to run games, I'll be doing so on weekends, specifically on Sundays, and please feel free to send me a message saying "Oi," and I'll send you an invite. I'll also be starting live comms this weekend, God willing, so our combos may be part of a future video. I actually ran a few games with Ivan and Wade this weekend, and some lulls were had. But I'm also just rambling now, so until next time, God bless, I've been Dagon, and I really need to turn this fan back on. Ho ho, that rhymed.